Having an organized, sorted, and manageable house is something many people strive for, but not all of us achieve. Do you look longingly at those wonderfully designed, organized homes where the golden rule is a place for everything and everything in its place? You're not alone. When thinking of the reality of downsizing, the entire task can be a bit scary. Taking what you own from the level it's at today to a much smaller amount can be scary and overwhelming for most people. Take heart. We have some tips that can help you tackle downsizing with a clever plan so that you too can enjoy living in a well-designed home. Tip 1. Have a strategy. Write down your overall goal. What is it you want to accomplish? Do you want to get rid of everything in your garage and that spare bedroom? Are you tackling every room in the house? Whatever it is, once you've written it, then you can focus on the details. Start by breaking down the work into manageable pieces. Assign a time frame to each portion of the task. Go through the house one room at a time, or even one drawer at a time, deciding what stays and what goes. Make it manageable and break the sorting process down into smaller pieces. Go through the house one room at a time, or even one drawer at a time, deciding what stays and what goes. Finish each project before tackling anything new. Once you have your overall goal, your plan, and your lists, you can take action. Tip 2. Avoid burnout by tackling small tasks. Don't allow yourself to become overwhelmed by trying to focus on your entire home and property all at once. Developing a strategy that works for you and sticking with it will help make downsizing a more manageable process. Go room by room, create an inventory list, and move on. This is not the time to sit and stare lovingly at that wood carving you picked up at a yard sale in 1983. Write it down and get on to the next item. Tip 3. Do not downsize in one day. You've spread out the tasks. Now remember to spread out the time. It's going to be emotionally and physically demanding enough without trying to rush the process. It's best to schedule times to downsize, depending on your physical capabilities, that are no more than 6 hours at a time. Anything more than this, and the whole process can become overwhelming and stressful. If your health, back, and stamina level allows you to handle more, then by all means, do it. Make sure you have the following things handy as you start the downsizing process: an area to separate the keep items, discards, giveaways, and things to donate, helpers for lifting, carrying, sorting, boxes, labels, permanent markers, scissors, and packing tape, easy access to important and valuable items, snacks, and water. Don't forget to stop for meals and a long rest at least twice a day. Tip 4. It's okay to ask for help. Know what your capabilities are physically and financially, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Family, friends, and close neighbors are a great place to start. Other resources in your area can be found at your doctor's office or even the good folks at your local library. When you ask, communicate clearly the best ways for them to help. Do you need help moving things into the area you've delegated as the separation area? Maybe you need assistance in getting items at local charities for donating. Tip 5. Get creative about letting go of things you won't need. Once you decide what to keep, it's time to decide how to get rid of what goes. It can be expensive to have things hauled away, so explore other ideas. For example, consider having an open house where friends and family come and take things that are still useful but things you don't need anymore. Know that emotions are okay. Moving can be a particularly hard time emotionally, and it's important to know that it's normal to feel this. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to be sad and afraid. Acknowledging the emotional component gives closure to the memories of the house you're leaving behind and allows you to feel more settled in your new home. Because so many items have an emotional tie, it's been very helpful to have objective viewpoints from others. Final takeaway: you are only one well-laid-out plan and some action steps away from living a less cluttered, well-organized life. When the dust settles, we promise you really won't miss what you gave away, but you will feel more at peace. After all, isn't the whole reason for downsizing to make us feel better about the space we live in? For more help, visit www.yourfloridahaven.com or call 407-340-5291.